You're gonna start by measuring your beads as you always would by filling each of the molds. For this design, it works best to color your beads white. Now using neon mica powders, I'm going to start just sprinkling the mica powder into my molds, paying most attention to the areas where I know that this is going to show. So some of these areas are going to be covered in paint or glitter. So I'm really going to focus on the flat sides where I'm not going to be putting anything over the baked beads. So with these, just the edges are going to be done. So I'm really going to focus on the center of those lightning bolts. And for the large mold, I'm just going to focus mostly on these flat pieces of the bolt. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. It's going to be chunkier in some areas and lighter in others, and the colors are just going to be thrown around kind of randomly. All right, so that one's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the vent clips. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and pour my beads into the molds. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and get these baked. So because I'm doing the vent clips with this one, I'm gonna go ahead and smush these down because the vent clips are smaller, so they cook faster. They take less time to cook. So I'm just gonna go around and push everything down like I normally would when using molds. And then I'm just gonna set these aside and let those cool. I'm gonna give this a quick little pat. I'm not pushing down too hard, just kind of helping it along to mush into all the details and melt evenly. Getting the edges unstuck from the top. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in the oven and let it keep baking. Now that this is out, I'm gonna go around and really give it a good press. This is where I'm using a lot more force. I do this with all of my molds straight when they come out of the oven to make sure that I'm pushing the melted beads into all the little cracks and crevices of the design on the mold. This will give us much clearer details. Now I'm just gonna let this cool. Now that these have completely cooled, we can go ahead and demold. So this is what that one looks like. And there is a lot of mica left over in the molds. You can just bake another one right on top of it and get the same effect. There's the second one. Don't want to rub them too much. At this point, we will use a paintbrush to dust off the extra mica. And that's what we have on this one. And I'm gonna get these dusted off by just lightly using a paintbrush to dust the excess off, and then they will be ready for paint and decorating.